I'm out checking water this morning. It's bright and early, so I don't know where those guys are. The paddock that they're in is on the other side of the field. They must be, I don't know, in that corner or something. I can't see with the sun shining so bright. I'm out checking water this morning. We had some issues with it yesterday. The cows, the water runs so slow due to the friction on the line that's feeding it, that it wasn't able to keep up with them yesterday. And what they were coming to the trough and they would stick their heads in there, and you know, there wouldn't be enough water and that sort of thing, and so they would mess with the actual I forget what you call the thing, the little shut-off valve here, the valve that is feeding the water into it, and they would mess with it and they would knock it up off of the trough. And so that was causing the water to quit running. Even if it was running, the little bit that was coming out was just going on the ground. So they were really not getting enough water yesterday, which wasn't good. I mean, it's not terrible. We're not like in, you know, 95-degree weather or anything like that, but they need water, you know. So they were getting enough to get by, so it's not some emergency, but so I needed to come out this morning and kind of check on it, make sure everything was okay. And if it wasn't okay, I was going to have to kind of do an emergency move and get them into the front pasture up there so that they would get water from the source that's up there. But I've checked it this morning, just got here, and the trough is full, so we should be in good shape for today and probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've got to go check the grass and kind of see where they are on getting it grazed down, and if there's enough grass or not. So anyways, looks like we're in good shape on the water. That's the valve. They would knock it up so that it was up off of the trough, up on the side of the trough. They've even bent the screw that holds it on there in the back, so that's going to require me to get a pair of pliers. I'm going to see if I can pick up a different bolt for that to replace it on date night this week while Mandy and I are in town. But that's it for this morning. I'm going to walk over here and check the grass and kind of see how well they've grazed it, see if it's time for another paddock or not. With these paddocks and everything new this year, we're having to kind of keep an eye on the grass and know when it's the right time to move them. I'm as far as that goes, what I'm doing is I'm looking at that grass, and I can see where they've, cows will go along there and they'll just nip the top of the grass. I don't know if I can find some here to show you. Yeah, here's one. This one kind of stands out. But they'll just nip the top of the grass and take off like the first, 2 to 3 inches. But if you look at that real close, you can see where they've bit off the top of it. So that's what they do. They'll just go through the entire pasture and they're just nipping that top, that 2 to 3 inches. And what we want to do is just look and watch for how much of that they've done, what percent of the grass, and go ahead and get them moved before they come back through and take another nip on top of the grass. Now with these alleys that we've built in order to get them around to water, they naturally have access to this for the entire time, so they're gonna eat on it a little bit more. It's just a price we're paying right now for not being able to get water into all the paddocks and having to have these alleys for them to use. But you can see, here's the pasture they ate. I guess it was, I think it's more than a week ago. So it's starting to grow back out. The ideal situation is that we're able to rotate them between paddocks enough that the first paddock gets 30 days of rest before they go back into it. Now with the fescue problem that we've had, I don't think I've told you guys about that fescue problem, but with the, sorry, I'm getting out of breath here, walking and talking. With that fescue problem that we have in this front pasture up, it's kind of up this way, there's about 4 paddocks, no, there's about 6 paddocks that we're not able to utilize up there. And because of that, we're not able to get as many days of rotation out of everything. And so right now, with the warm season grasses not being in and just working with the cool season grasses, we're not able to get 30 days of rest completely. So we do what we can. It's better than giving them access to all of it. We're definitely utilizing our grasses a whole lot better this way. But we've got some plans for that fescue up there and how to solve that. So we'll be bringing you into the loop on that. Hopefully not in the not too distant future. I'm gonna let you guys go this morning, and here these guys are. They're out here grazing this morning. See if I can zoom it in a little bit where you can see at least some black spots over there. But yeah, they're grazing this morning, and I'm gonna walk around the corner and up into that paddock and see how things look. So you guys have a wonderful day.